I never imagined I'd turn into the kind of man who would spy on his own wife. Yet something felt wrong. I kept convincing myself it was only in my head. Still, every late night at the office, every whispered call that ended the second I walked into the room, every glance that dodged my eyes, they all grew into seeds of doubt. Her name was Lily. We had been together nearly a decade, married for 6 years, with lives tied together by dreams and private jokes. But piece by piece, the woman I once knew seemed to slip away before my eyes. At first, I brushed it off, told myself it was pressure, or maybe my own insecurities twisting lies in my head. But that unease clung to me, heavy and suffocating. And so, against everything I thought I stood for, I crossed a line I swore I never would. I bought hidden cameras, quietly placed them around the house, living room, kitchen, even the hallway outside our bedroom. I told myself it was only to clear my doubts, to prove I was wrong, to end up looking foolish for questioning her. Days went by, nothing unusual. Lily came home, made dinner, sipped her wine on the couch, scrolled her phone, or watched her favorite series. Everything seemed normal, almost dull. The guilt started to eat at me. Maybe I truly was the paranoid husband letting fear consume him. But then Thursday arrived. She said she needed to stay late again. Her voice was light, casual, as she kissed me goodbye. I almost believed her, almost. That night, I was supposed to meet my friend Marcus for drinks, but something deep inside told me to stay. I canceled and stayed glued to the live feed. Hours passed in silence. Then, just after 10, the front door opened. Lily stepped in. She wasn't alone. A man followed her. I didn't recognize him, tall, sharp, confident. She wasn't nervous, not even surprised. She seemed relaxed, comfortable, like this wasn't the first time. Then I saw it, that smile, the smile I once thought belonged only to me. She guided him to the couch, sat close, far too close. His hand touched her shoulder. She laughed gently, leaned into him, and kissed him. My world froze. My heart didn't race, my body didn't shake. I just sat there, numb, as everything I believed about us shattered on the screen. I watched, powerless, as if trapped inside a cruel movie. Every laugh, every touch, every kiss, it was once mine. Now it belonged to a stranger. She wasn't ashamed. She looked happy. That night, I replayed the footage over and over, searching for some excuse, some context that might change it. There was none. Only the blunt truth staring back at me. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell or demand explanations. I sat in the dark, suffocating inside my own home. The following days blurred. Lily acted as if nothing had changed. She laughed, spoke of weekend trips, summer holidays, children we might one day raise. But every word sounded hollow, like blades hidden in sweet lullabies. I drifted into a ghost of myself, smiling when I had to, pretending to listen, though every glance at her reminded me of what I'd seen. At night, I lay awake, listening to her quiet breathing, wondering how long she'd been lying, wondering if our whole life together had been false. Yet I still checked the footage, not to punish myself, but because I couldn't accept it. I kept staring at the same woman, the one who once held me through storms, who danced barefoot in the kitchen, betraying me with no hesitation. Then the breaking point came. I returned home early one evening, long before she expected. From the doorway, I heard her laughter from the kitchen. Her voice, tender and affectionate, floated through the air, but it wasn't meant for me. She whispered into her phone, giggling like a teenager in love. In that moment, something inside me snapped, not with fury, not with heartbreak. I just felt finished. Later that night, she hummed while preparing dinner, as if the world outside didn't exist. But to me, nothing felt real anymore. The mask I'd been wearing was too heavy. I walked into the kitchen, calm as though stepping into the rain. She looked up and smiled, that smile that once melted me. It no longer had power. "We need to talk," I said, steady and cold. She blinked. "Is everything okay?" "I know, Lily." Her smile faded. "No, what?" I didn't answer. I pulled out my phone, Open the video and press play. Her betrayal unfolded on the screen. Her face drained of color. Her lips trembled, but no words came. When she finally whispered, "It's not what it looks like," I laughed dryly.
No, Lily.
It's exactly what it looks like. That's when she collapsed, fell to the floor, sobbing, clinging to my leg, begging me to listen. "I'm sorry. Please, we can fix this. I love you." But her words were empty. I stared at her and felt nothing. "You're not sorry for what you did," I said, voice like ice. "You're only sorry you got caught." She cried harder, swearing it was a mistake, promising it would never happen again. But the man she had married wasn't there anymore. I pulled away from her grip, stood tall, and spoke my last words to her. "Goodbye, Lily." I walked out, her sobs chasing me, but I didn't look back. I felt no rage, no grief, only peace. The kind of peace that comes from letting go of poison. That night, I packed a small bag and left. No drama, no farewell speech, just quiet freedom. She tried reaching out afterward, calls, messages, emails, but I ignored them. Not from spite. There was simply nothing left to say. In the months that followed, I rebuilt my life in a small apartment. It wasn't easy. Some nights, the memories clawed at me. But they always faded, replaced by something stronger. Clarity. I forgave her. Not to repair us, but to free myself. Because here's the truth no one shares. When someone betrays you, they don't just destroy the relationship.
They destroy the part of you that believed in them.
And once that part dies, there's no return. She didn't lose me the night I caught her. She lost me the day she chose to betray me. I found myself again the moment I realized I had always been enough. Closing that chapter, I finally understood something rare. Closure doesn't come from apologies or explanations. Sometimes it comes from walking away and never turning back. She wasn't sorry for the betrayal, only for losing the man who would have loved her forever. But by then, I was already gone. I was finished. And that was enough.